Right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Celebration and Praise Assembly on Friday, 5th of February. Lots of really lovely work and certificates to look at today. So I'm going to get started, but just wanted to say I hope you've all had a good week. It looks like you've been doing some amazing work. It's really good to see Father Graham this week as well. Got some more collective worship coming next week, and I think Tuesday, I think it's Safer Internet Day, so we'll be doing a little bit of work based around that too, from my collective worship. So something to look forward to. And then obviously next week is the last week before half term, so again, something to look forward to. Right, well, I'm just going to share the screen and we can get started. So there we go. Welcome to the Celebration Assembly. Right, we're going to get started as we always do with year 6. We start with 6C, and the first certificate we've got here from Mrs. Clark was for Lola Case. I was meant to pick out the other day that obviously under here, if you notice, we've got these words: hope, perseverance, respect, and love. And these are the core values, our core Christian values, which we relate everything to. So it's really nice that when we see our certificates and see our winners, that some of these words that are in here relate to what they're doing. So when it talks about Lola, her hard work and determination, even when she found some maths extra tricky, she tried lots of ways to work it out and applied her learning the next day. Well done, Lola. So when we think about it, really showing some perseverance, which is one of those core values that we have here at St Andrews. So well done, Lola. Lovely certificate. Keep up the good work. And we'll see who's next. In 6H, we have Noah back for an amazing English research project about the Harris hawk. Now, I know the class that's in were enjoying doing their research projects about all sorts of things. And I think one of the things we looked at was, I think it was an eagle someone was doing in there, and how big an eagle was. And I think it was about 3.5 meters long. So we're talking, massive birds. So yes, but for Noah, he was doing about the Harris hawk. And he chose his information well. Pictures were well matched, and it was a clear and concise report. So nice piece of work, Noah. Well done. And again, really great to see you getting engaged with your learning. So well done. Right, and we go into 6G. We've got Holly McHale, and this is for a creative and informative poem about bacteria for our end of topic task in science. And we'll see down here is obviously her poem, and we'll just read out that first one. So bacteria is microscopically small. It lives in plants and animals and inside us all. Some forms good and some forms bad. Some are rare and you'll not have had. So just to go on, and obviously her poem goes on. So a lovely poem and lots of work going in there. So what was really nice is there's a little bit extra which isn't in here, and this is to conclude the topic on the 5 kingdoms and science. They had a choice of how they wanted to present their learning. And there were loads of amazing presentations in a variety of different forms, but this poem was one that stood out particularly for Mrs. Veal. She thought it was brilliant, and if you can see, it's creative and informative. So obviously there's lots of stuff in there that's actually factually right, but then on top of all of that, she's made it rhyme like a poem, so there's lots of other things as well. So well done, Holly. A lovely piece of work, and shows that you really sort of engage with what you're doing. So well done. Keep it up. Right, into 5D. Now you can see from that, I had to make my box a little bit bigger. And when I do read it out, I'm going to have to take a big breath because there's so many things in here that Mrs. Davies wanted to pick up about Kai. And first of all, then, this was for his brilliant effort and commitment to his home learning since day one. He's been working so hard and produced some excellent work, including a solar system made out of cakes and an information text about a zombie elf that carries a disease called COVID. I think we've all heard of that disease. However, on top of all of this, Kai has decided, and it's in this week's signpost, this is actually if you wanted to get involved, Kai has decided this week to begin a fundraising for young minds. Now, obviously, we talked a little bit about this week about it being mental health, Children's Mental Health Week. And as a result, Kai's been so inspired, he's decided to do some fundraising for the Young Minds charity by walking or running 100 kilometers throughout February. And this is a fantastic idea, and we're really proud of you for doing that. And the fact that Mrs. Davis is proud of you to be part of her class. So well done, you're a star, she says. And also on top of all that, on the bit of spare time you did have, you've been making your own croissants and pastries, which look delicious. So well done, Kai. You obviously have had a really busy week, and obviously your 100-kilometer challenge this month. Hopefully the weather will get a bit nicer and you can enjoy your walks and runs. So well done, Kai. Super effort. Right, 5GP. New back to the school. So Logan had some time out from the school, but you've come back with a bang. And you've been picked because you've become a fantastic addition to 5GP. You've engaged with all the remote learning. You're working really hard to produce some work that's a consistently high standard. So well done, Logan. Super work. So welcome to the school, and I look forward to meeting you in person when the school reopens properly. So well done. Good certificate and a good start to St Andrews, although I know you've been here before. So well done, Logan. And then I think we'll probably have a proud mummy moment on this one, because we have another certificate here for Louis. And this is for the sheer amount of effort he has been putting into his work. For example, he doesn't always find maths easy, but he doesn't want to give up. And you can see all his scribblings all over the page as he works towards finding the answer. And Mr. Kendrick has made a big point at saying great perseverance, one of those values that we had. So well done, Louis. Lovely certificate. Keep up that good work. Keep up that persistence. And then hopefully, and perseverance, and then hopefully we'll all be back properly, and Mr. Kendricks can say how well done to you in person. So well done. Excellent. Into 4B. Now 4B, Mr. Bunning, was really deliberating on who we could give this, because they've had such a good week in 4B. But this week it's gone to Evelyn Wynn, and it's for consistently fantastic home learning. Evelyn always perseveres when she finds it tricky. She handed in pretty much every piece of work so far, which is incredible. So keep working so hard, Evelyn, and even a smiley face at the end. And again, that word perseverance, which is coming up through one of our values. So well done, Evelyn. Good certificate to have. And then we go into 4C, Mr. Neat's class. And I know he's just been chatting to them through Google Meets, so that's nice. And I just saw Harry Matthews actually, because he was part of the chat, and he's been walking as well. And today, I think recently he's been walked 5 miles. So well done, Harry. So what have you been doing? Well, you've been doing some work, as we can see over here, some work on your science, consistently turning in fantastic standards of work independently, working really well, setting good standards for himself. He worked so hard on his handwriting. His work on fossil fuels is brilliant, as you can see. So you've been classifying things, and you've been trying really hard, and some lovely drawings, lovely handwriting, as you've been picked up on, and super effort with your home learning. Well done, Harry. Keep it up. In 4S, really pleased to see this certificate. And this one is for Riley. Now, obviously, we know, Riley, sometimes you find it pretty tricky when you come to school. But this week in particular, you have been really a superstar in your classes, and you were working really hard on not just your learning, but more about the behavior and your attitude to your school work. And this improvement has been noticed, and we're really pleased. And that's not just me, Mrs. Sylvester, and all that work with you. We're really pleased to see such a positive week. So well done, Riley. Great certificate. And we'll be seeing you next week anyway. So good job, you. Right, into year 3. This one is for Eric. And now Eric had a certificate just before we broke up. I think it was at Christmas, but you were away, so you didn't get to be able to show your work. But he missed out, as we said here, Mr. Higgins says you missed out just before lockdown as he was away. But he produced a lovely written opening based on the BFG for his English work, which is this lovely bit here, and I'll read it through to you in a minute because it is amazing. But also, you've been doing that work, and I know everybody seems to have enjoyed their work on the Pokemon challenge this week. And so you've been doing that, as well as doing maths. You've been doing it all. all amazingly well, and we're really proud of you. So well done. But what was really good is your piece of work. So I'm just going to read it out so we can see what your opening based on the BFG was. And it's punctuated brilliantly as well, just to say. Slowly, the sleepless girl sat up in her squeaky bed. Quietly, Sophie grabbed her round metallic glasses and she put them on carefully. Then she stared at the screeching brown owl flapping its wings in the pitch-black midnight sky. See here, super descriptive language, some lovely work, and really sort of the images that sort of gives up is amazing. So not only is it punctuated brilliantly, not only has it got lovely language in there, it's also one of those pieces of writing that make you really imagine what is going on. So well done, Eric. Lovely certificate. Keep up the good work. Okay, going into 3M. We talked about this Pokemon challenge that we've been doing. Well, Regan is the one who's got the certificate this week, and it's for this amazing Pokemon picture here called Oddish. So you've been working really hard with your home learning, finds interesting ways to complete her tasks, even when there are technical issues. So you're overcoming all of those problems, which is brilliant. And you also drew your Pokemon Oddish instead of Pikachu because the video tutorial wouldn't play. So you did your own thing, which was great. And look what you come up with, something amazing. So Regan, you always do your best. And Mr. Mitchell was really glad that you got the certificate and was really pleased to be able to put you up for this. So well done, Regan. Keep up the good work and a fantastic drawing. Brilliant. And lastly, for 3LD, we've got a certificate here for William. The effort and detail William gives to every lesson at home is amazing. He completes each task fully and listens carefully to the instructions. This week, the children have been learning about the BFG in English, and William has begun writing his opening. And we've already heard at the sort of standard of writing that the children have been producing for this. So I'm just going to read you out William's as well. And again, I have to say the punctuation is brilliant too. During the witching hour, a young, sleepless orphan called Sophie woke up in her dusty, dirty dormitory. Outside, it was pitch black apart from a bright, flashing lightning, and silent apart from the extremely loud, screeching owl and crackling thunder. So lovely. So really nice piece of writing. So well done, William. Keep it up. And I think there's nothing left to do but give all of these children who took part and got their certificate this week, showing some of those values that we follow that are core to St Andrews. We give them all a big round of applause. So well done, everyone. Keep up the good work. Yes, let's see who's up next week for our certificate. So well done. We are going to move forward and see about our merits. So obviously all of that great work that you've been doing this week has meant that some of you have been getting merits left, right and centre for all the great work that you've achieved, as well as getting those merits for logging on and handing work in or turning work in and applying yourself at home. So you're all getting your merit points for that. And as a result, some of you have got your 50 merit awards. So 50 merit awards this week are in 3LD. We've got Layla Rose. 4B, we've got Isaac. Well done, Isaac. 5K, we've got Jaden, Zenon, Nathan, Riley Bowden. And in year 6, we've got DJ, Thomas, and Iran. Have all managed to get their 50 merit awards. Well done. But when we get to the next page, I had to put an extra bit in because so many children have been successful in their 100 merit award certificates. Look at all of the children. It will take me a long time to go through it, so I'll be as quick as I possibly can. So in year 3, which I just do it as a group, we've got Henry, Joshua, Reese Smith, Rosie, Jackson, Lacey, Thomas, Isla, Elsie, Louis, Corin, Mason, and Ria. In year 4, we've got Harry, Ryan, Eliza, Elliot, Riley, Jessica, Evelyn Wynn, obviously good work for her, Herbert, Jasmine, Ivy, Rio, and Ruby Ray, all getting them in 100 merits in that year. And in year 5, we've got Evie, Angel, Eva, Sophie, Kai, Casey, Kiera, Savannah, Rogan, Maisie, James, Olivia, Grace, Hayden, Lydia, Jaden, Kimberly, Izzy, Louis, Iman, Emily, Riley, Jake, Juno, Harrison, Alfie, Corey, Finley, Isla, James, Aaron, and Megan. So big shout out to you for getting your 100 of merits. And then finally in year 6, we've got Harry, Frankie, Scarlett, Libby, Freddie, Holly, Natalie, Patrick, Jake, Tyler, Ava, and Aaliyah. All of you managed to get your 100 merit awards. Loads of you this week, and a big shout out to all of you. And then finally, we've got our 150 merit awards, and that's for Kia, Sunny, Evan, Katie, Layla, Neve, Sophie, and Eva. So well done you for all getting your either 50, 100 or 150 merit awards. Good job for you. And finishing up, we'll see how many birthdays we've got. No, I don't think there was many this week, so I apologise if I missed anybody out, but it didn't seem to be very many. Not a very popular week this week for birthdays, which is great because that means that Alfie, Curtis, Amelia and Zach, it means that all of you get a special happy birthday just for you from everyone at St Andrews. So well done. Hope you had a good day, or you're going to have a good day. And yeah, make the most of it. Well done and happy birthday. And just before we finish, then we'll close our assembly with our school prayer. So if you'd like to, you can place your hands together and close your eyes as we finish with our school prayer. Dear God, bless our school, bless our teachers, bless our pupils, bless our families. Please help us to be kind and help us to always try our best. Let us remember, as many hands make a house, so many hearts make a school. Amen. So that ends our first group of collective of celebrations for this half term. We've got one more left to do next week. I hope you all enjoyed that, and well done again to all our worthy certificate winners. From now, just go and enjoy yourself this weekend. Make sure you get some fresh air if you can. It's going to be a cold one. Those of you that are in next week, I suggest you wrap up a little bit warmer because obviously you've got to keep those doors and windows open, but it's going to be cold. So remember to wear those extra layers. I know I will be. I'll be sporting my new St Andrews hoodie, which we've all got. So thank you to Mrs Sylvester for that. Right, as for me, I'm going to sign off and say goodbye. Take care, everyone, and I shall see you on Monday for our collective worship. Bye-bye.